Today, we're going to talk about AI, specifically how it fits into content marketing, where it actually helps, and where it absolutely positively does not. I spent the last 15 years in the content game. Blogs, videos, podcasts, live streams, webinars, social, and even live events. You name it, I've done it. And I do think that AI is more than a fad. It's fundamentally changing how we work and how we interact with the web. And it's truly impressive some of the things it can do now. But if I'm being honest, I have a very love-hate relationship with AI. And I'll say this up front, AI is not your savior. It's a tool, not a strategy. So that said, first, what can AI do for content marketers? Several things. It can transcribe audio almost instantly, and this is one of its best use cases. It can organize all your messy research notes and ideas, which is another strong case for it. It can help brainstorm content and workflows, though it should be used as a sounding board, not a driver of brainstorming. It can write the first draft of your articles, though this requires a lot of personalization and tweaking to get it to consistently create content that is as close to your actual writing and voice style as possible. It can do research on niche topics, though the final product still requires a lot of scrutiny and fact-checking. And finally, it can create visuals, short videos, music, though it's still not comparable to the skill and creativity of actual artists. Just because it can do all these things doesn't mean it should. And even when it makes sense to use, it still requires a lot of guidance. Let's dig into how to actually use it without burning your brand to the ground. When it comes to brainstorming, it's important not to let the AI do the thinking for you. Brainstorming is built on creativity, and that is a muscle you need to keep sharp. However, you can use an AI tool like ChatGPT or Claude to organize scattered thoughts, explore potential angles, pressure test ideas, and build mind maps. Helpful prompts I've used include things like, how might this idea be perceived by others? Are there potential angles I've overlooked here? Give me a strong counter-argument to this idea. Another great use case for AI is for organizing research. I find that Notebook LM works especially great because this can ingest PDFs, articles, transcripts, web pages, and even YouTube videos as sources. If you already have an idea in mind and ask the right questions, Notebook LM is incredibly effective. Helpful prompts I've used include, what does this body of research ultimately conclude? What are key takeaways that my core audience would benefit from? And what are some statistics worth highlighting for people? Transcribing audio might be one of the best uses for AI. It is generally very accurate and cuts out a lot of time on transcribing recordings or drafting articles from interviews, podcasts, and the like. I like to use Otter AI or Riverside FM for the task of transcribing. Then I'll use a tool like ChatGPT or Notebook LM to turn the transcripts quickly into summaries, articles, or foundational information sources. Some transcript-related prompts I like to use are, provide a concise, bulleted summary of this transcript. Write an article based on the attached transcript. What are some of the most engaging quotes from this transcript? Finally, you can also use AI to scale your writing. But you have to be careful about it. It's important to ensure quality over quantity. Whatever it writes needs to be accurate and it should sound like you. The best way I found to do this is to have an AI tool like ChatGPT analyze a large amount of your writing and then tell it to generate a prompt that will allow it to accurately mimic that writing. Such a prompt should offer a detailed breakdown that includes your tone, cadence, punctuation, humor, slang, catchphrases, intelligence, personality, and more. Then you can set this as a baseline for all your outputs by creating a dedicated project in ChatGPT and setting the project instructions to always use the prompt for any requested writing. This has worked very well for me in keeping my own human feel in any ChatGPT written content. Okay, so I've highlighted several ways AI can seriously help throughout the content pipeline. So why is this video called AI Won't Save Your Content Marketing? Because AI is reductive at the end of the day. It has everyone using the same tools, datasets, prompts, and so on. AI can't add anything new. It can't truly think or create. If everyone is using it, ultimately everything starts to look, sound, and feel the same. And then that content trains the next round of AI, and the snake starts eating its own tail. This is a feedback loop of mediocrity. It's even a death spiral. It's not innovation, it's content cannibalism. If you're leaning on AI to do the heavy lifting of your content creation, you're not actually creating anything. You're just remixing at best. Both search engines like Google and AI tools like ChatGPT, Claude, and Perplexity know this. And the way they rank, seek, source, and highlight content is changing. Never mind the important role that social media platforms play in discoverability as well. There is a much bigger emphasis now on originality. First-hand human experiences, proprietary data, real stories, exclusive interviews. So if you want to stand out, you have to stop recycling and start creating. That means using first-party data, collecting your own stats, sharing insights nobody else has. It means telling real stories, talking to people, highlighting authentic lived experiences. It means doing your own fresh research rather than summarizing what's already out there. And it means making things from scratch, not with a keyword, but with a point of view. Google, ChatGPT, Claude, Perplexity, and social media platforms. They want authenticity, human thought, actual effort, and more importantly, so do people. That's what wins, and that's how you excel in content marketing. So, just to sum up, use AI as a support, not a shortcut. Prioritize originality over automation, put in the work, research, write, refine, and remember, human stories and insights always outperform machine blur. That's all for today. I hope this has shined a light on one of the most pressing issues in content marketing today. And if you're looking for a content marketer who can actually move the needle, please reach out to me at the link in the description. Have a good day.